going on? Joshua Smith here today with the Home Agent Group. I want to talk about those mistakes that sellers make whenever they bring their property to market. And they all kind of revolve around the same thing or similar things. It's all about marketability of the home. So agents might say that we're not market ready. That could deal with landscaping, curb appeal, what people see from the street, from the photos, inside the home. I'm the kind of person that likes to keep things sort of in a slight orderly chaos. So I get it. If you're someone who likes to have a lot of knickknacks on the shelves or has papers all over your desk, well, when you go to show the property, you want to make sure that all that stuff is cleaned up, right? That's a part of having the home market ready. Another part of having the home market ready, not just clean, it smells. I mean, I've got 2 dogs and a cat, so look, I get it, but you can't smell your own mess. Sometimes other people who do not have pets, they don't know what to expect. So I think that the basis of the best, most marketable home is neutrality. Trying to hit right in that middle lane of people that may or may not have pets, may or may not understand mess. Just declutter and make the smell as neutral as you can. You don't actually want those really strong Glade plug-ins. Like in an open house, the best smell you can smell is cookies. Honestly, that's about it. So light some candles, yeah, sure. Put some of those Glade plugs in the wall, yeah, sure. But you know, 1 per large area is really all you're going to need. You don't need 1 in every single room. Again, smells, if they're too strong, they can be intrusive, obtrusive, whatever the word is. The other thing about making your home marketable is availability. Not making your home available for people to do walkthroughs, having those restrictions on showings, that can be problematic because some people can only come at noon or can only come, most people can only go and look at properties in the evenings. So planning your evenings out at least 4 or 5 days out of the week where you can be away from the home between those hours of 3 or 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. is not a bad idea. Being gone on the weekends, or at least that first weekend, so that you can really get the house marketed properly and introduced to the market, always a good idea. Just book travel, book yourself on a little 3-day vacation. Never a bad idea, because that first Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's when hopefully you're going to get the most showings. Now, thinking about availability and when to go to market, also listing during a holiday season, like right before Thanksgiving, you're gonna have a lot less traffic on those weekends toward the end of the year. It's a slower time of year anyway, but you don't really want to list right before a holiday. Easter weekend, probably not the best time to go list to market. These are the kinds of things that you want to think about, and choose a good agent who can think about some of these things for you on behalf of you as well. Also not a bad idea. Having a good agent will also help you to price the home accordingly, because I do see homes get priced not necessarily according to the market, but according to the idea that a seller has that their home is worth, without really taking into consideration the feedback from their agent and what the market is telling them about when homes sell, what they're selling for, that look like their home and are in their neighborhood. And I think that's probably the last point that we should talk about in terms of listening to agency, is listening to feedback. You're going to get feedback from buyers. You're going to get feedback from your listing agent as soon as they go through that property and tell you exactly what's needed. Listening to that feedback is going to be paramount importance to making sure that your home sells quickly and efficiently and for the most that you can get. So when people come and walk through your property, they go to your open house, make sure your agent is always asking that question. Send me some feedback. What did you think about the property? Tell me what your buyers thought. You want to be listening to that feedback and gathering as much of that information as possible, because there may be some things, subtle things, easy things that you can change. One thing that I've done is I've had to go back and reshoot a whole property because the day that we went to get photos, it was just darker during the day. So we went back just to get lighter photos during a day when the sun was out, coming down through those blinds. You want to time it out so that that sun is shining right in how you want it to when you get those photos, presenting that property the right way for the best appeal to the most people. So there you go. Some common mistakes that sellers make, a little bit of tips and advice on what you should do when you go to list your property. Have any other questions? Feel free to give me a call, let me know. I'll be around anytime. We'll talk soon.